The Chicago Bears have decided to keep Matt Eberflus as head coach for at least one more season. To me, that says that they want this team to win right now, so I think that they'll stick with Justin Fields at quarterback. They're going to end up trading the #1 pick. Obviously, they could draft Caleb Williams and try to win right now with him, but realistically, the best option is going to be Justin Fields. He's already been in the NFL for a few seasons. He's been in the system for a couple years now. So if they can actually use these draft picks that they're going to trade down for, accumulate as much resources and high draft picks as possible to try to put talent around Justin Fields and help out their defense, and they could turn this team around quickly. The Chicago Bears also decided to hire Eric Washington as their defensive coordinator. He was a defensive line coach for the Buffalo Bills for the last 4 seasons. So we're going to be switching the defensive playbook to the Buffalo Bills, which is a 4-3 scheme. So we don't have to do anything drastic on that. Offensively, I'm keeping with the Chicago Bears playbook since Matt Eberflus is staying here, and it's basically built for Justin Fields. And for some reason, it had the offensive scheme to West Coast spread, even though it says the Bears playbook is built as a zone run West Coast. So I'm going to just go ahead and switch that to West Coast zone run, and that pushes us up to 84% scheme fit. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen me do one of these offseason rebuilds yet, this is actually the second one I'm doing for this season. We did the Carolina Panthers already, since technically they were the worst team. Just went ahead and got them out of the way. Now we're going with the Chicago Bears because they have the #1 pick via the Carolina Panthers. Basically, it's a more in-depth look and detailed look at what I think the team is going to do, what I think the team should do, as far as what they're going to do with free agency, with the draft. And then once we get our team set up, then we'll simulate one full season and see how we do, and then that'll be the end of the video. I forced all the right teams to win in the playoffs and got it to where the Chiefs beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. I did not force that win, I just simulated it and let it happen. Chris Jones won Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott won MVP of the regular season with the Cowboys. Dan Campbell won Coach of the Year with the Lions. CeeDee Lamb won Offensive Player of the Year with the Cowboys. TJ Watt won Defensive Player of the Year with the Steelers. Puka Nacua won Offensive Rookie of the Year with the Rams. And Tyreek Stevenson won Defensive Rookie of the Year with our Bears. Looks like the Bears are going to have a huge retirement party for 3 tight ends. We got Matt Overton retiring after 13 years, Mercedes Lewis retiring after 18 years, and Patrick Scales retiring after 12 years, all 3 of them tight ends. We have $64 million in cap room. Definitely want to bring Jalen Johnson back. He's 25 years old, 88 overall star dev cornerback. Doesn't have a ton of interest, so I'm going to go ahead and offer him a 5-year deal, player friendly. See if we can get him to sign. He's coming back, nice. We got $49 million left. Certainly going to pick up the 5th-year option for Justin Fields. It's always a good thing to do that with quarterbacks in real life anyways, in the NFL. Like, look at the Daniel Jones situation with the Giants. They decided not to pick it up, and then they ended up paying him $40 million a year for like 4 years. They're definitely regretting that right now. They should have just picked up the 5th-year option and then decided that they wanted to keep him after that. Darnell Mooney, definitely want to bring him back too. 77 overall star dev, 26 years old. He has a ton of interest. 2-year deal for $13 million. That's not bad at all. He's coming back. Rest of these guys, I'm most likely going to be moving on from all of them. I'm going to double check and make sure. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. Justin Fields, 77 with star dev. Khalil Herbert's actually been pretty productive at running back for the Bears for a few years now. 77 with star dev. DJ Moore just had the best year of his entire career with almost 100 catches for like 1,300 yards. 89 overall with X Factor. And Darnell Mooney, we just signed him to a 2-year extension. He's 77 overall with star dev. Do need to get a 3rd receiver most likely. Offensive line is actually not bad at all. We could definitely use a center, potentially upgrade a left guard. But Jones is a 78 with star dev. Jenkins and Wright are both in the 70s, 80s over here. Cole Kmet at tight end. He's 82 overall superstar dev. He's looking pretty good in real life. Defensively, we got to do a lot of stuff here on the defensive line for sure. They did trade for Montez Sweat, 84 overall superstar dev from the Washington Commanders. He's only 27 years old, so he should be around for a while, putting up some pretty good sack stat numbers for them. That's what I was trying to say. We got Tremaine Edmonds at middle linebacker. He's actually pretty good. 85 overall with superstar dev. TJ Edwards, 83 overall star dev. Sanborn, 72 overall star dev. Eddie Jackson at free safety. I think he's 30 years old, so he's going to be regressing pretty quickly. We could roll with him at free safety one more season. If we have to, we can try to upgrade. We'll see how the draft and everything goes. He's an 80 overall with star dev. Jaquan Brisker is one of the best young safeties. 82 overall with star dev. And then we just re-signed Jalen Johnson and Tyreek Stevenson. He just won Defensive Rookie of the Year in this Madden simulation that we're doing. And then we got Gordon at cornerback 2, 79 overall with normal dev. So we definitely need to upgrade this defensive line. That's like a #1 priority on the defense for sure. I'm going to go through all the players that I'm able to restructure the contracts on and do it all. That's like the main thing that teams do in the NFL now. They just restructure everyone's contract every year. So essentially the cap room doesn't even matter anymore. I mean, it does to a certain extent, but some teams take it too far. Like the Saints, I think they're like negative 70 million in cap room every year because they go like crazy with this stuff. So I'm going to go through here and do it all real quick so we can have the most available cap space. Looking at free agency, we got 64.9 million in cap room available now. First thing I'm going to do is try to get Connor Williams at center. Definitely need to upgrade at center. He has a ton of interest. No other teams are offering him right now. I'm going to go ahead and offer him this deal. Going to be at the top right away. Chris Jones is available at defensive tackle. Wow, 95 overall, 30 years old. He does have superstar X factor. He has offer from 16 different teams right now. He has basically no interest in signing with us, but I'm going to go ahead and try to overpay him like crazy. Get him on a 4-year deal and see where that puts us at. And we're tied at the top with the Lions and the Texans. All right, I'm going to roll with it then. I'm going to try to get Shaq Barrett. He is a pass rush and outside linebacker, so I'll be moving him to defensive end for sure. He is 31 years old, so he's getting closer to the end of his career, but he's still pretty productive and he's actually pretty cheap, $7 million per year, but he wants a 2-year deal. I'll go ahead and offer it to him. He can be a good veteran leadership on the defense for us. CJ Gardner-Johnson is available at free safety. He is 85 overall, scheme fit, star dev, 26 years old. He has 2 offers already, but I'm going to go ahead and offer him a deal. Where does that put us at? We're at the top. We got 1 more spot available and we got 8 million left. I'm going to try to get Sebastian Joseph Day at defensive tackle, 76 overall, 29 years old, scheme fit, normal dev. He only wants 7.5 million for 1 year. We'll go ahead and offer it to him, and that's going to be all 5 of our available spots for the first evaluation period. CJ Gardner-Johnson decided to sign with us. That's good to see. We also got Connor Williams, Shaq Barrett, and Sebastian Joseph Day are undecided, and Chris Jones decided to go to Houston, so we missed out on him. We need another defensive tackle now since we lost Chris Jones, so I'm going to try to get Grover Stewart or possibly Michael Pierce. Yeah, let's go with Michael Pierce. He has a lot more interest. Going to offer him the 1-year deal. He doesn't have any other offers on the table right now, so that should put us at the top. Well, it looks like we got Michael Pierce, and we also got Shaq Barrett, Sebastian Joseph Day, and we got CJ Gardner-Johnson. These are the only guys that I want to get right now. We still got 17 million left in cap room, but I think I'm good to go ahead and go to the draft. We're going to accumulate a lot of draft picks whenever we trade down for the #1 overall pick. Just started the draft. We have the 1st overall pick, and I'm fielding offers for it. The Buccaneers want to give us a lot of stuff here. The Arizona Cardinals want to give us just the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm good on that. I don't see the Houston Texans trading up for the #1 pick whenever they got CJ Stroud already. Minnesota, I could definitely see them doing that. The Seahawks, yeah, I could see them doing that too. The Raiders, yes, they could do that. The Patriots, they definitely could. This Patriots deal is not looking too bad. We can trade down, and we're only going to be going to the 3rd overall pick, so we could still have a chance to get Marvin Harrison Jr. and still pick up a 1st-round pick next season, and then a 3rd, 4th, and 7th. So I'm definitely leaning towards this deal, but I'm going to show you the other ones. Panthers. Why would the Panthers want the #1 overall pick? They just got Bryce Young. The Jaguars, they definitely wouldn't do that. They got Trevor Lawrence. The Atlanta Falcons, I could see them doing that. The Eagles, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't think they would because they got Jalen Hurts, but at the same time, the Eagles just do whatever the heck they want to. And the Colts, I could definitely see them doing that. So I think that the best deal to take right now is, I don't know if I said it or not, but I am using realistic draft classes, and the Patriots just picked Caleb Williams with the #1 overall pick. We got the Cardinals going next, and then it's going to be us. And the Cardinals took Drake May. All right, that leaves us Marvin Harrison Jr., so let's go ahead and draft him. Here he is right here. From Ohio State, 6'4", 205 pounds, deep threat. 21 years old. He has elite acceleration, good agility, elite change of direction, great speed with great strength. Hidden dev with 93 speed, 96 acceleration. We have the number 10 pick here in the 1st round. I'm going to go ahead and draft this defensive end, Latu from UCLA, 6'5", 265 pounds. He's a speed rush and scheme fit. And he's 23 years old. He has elite acceleration, good agility, elite change of direction, elite jumping, great speed, solid strength. He has A finesse moves, A power moves. Hidden dead with 83 speed, 89 acceleration. Our next pick is not until the 3rd round. I'm going to draft this defensive tackle Tyler Davis from Clemson. 6'2", 300 pounds. He's a run stop and scheme fit. 23 years old. He has decent acceleration, good agility, great change of direction, great jumping, good speed with good strength. He's got normal dead with 87 strength. 4th round, I'm going to draft this center Matt Lee from Miami. He's 6'4", 295 pounds. He's an agile, scheme fit. 23 years old. He has solid acceleration, solid agility, elite change of direction, solid jumping with good speed and good strength. He has A's in a lot of stuff. He's got normal dead with 87 strength. We have another 4th round pick here. I'm going to draft this running back Jalen Wright from Tennessee. He's 5'11", 210 pounds. He's an elusive back, scheme fit. 21 years old. He has elite acceleration, solid agility, great change of direction, elite jumping with elite speed. Dude has 3 elites. He's running the fastest 40, 4.28 at the combine, 4.24 at the college pro day. He's got normal dead with 96 speed, 96 acceleration. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. Marvin Harrison Jr. we drafted in the 1st round, number 3 overall. He's 82 overall, 21 years old, has hidden dev, 93 speed, 96 acceleration, 83 catching, 86 catching traffic, 82 short route, 85 medium route, 85 deep route. Dude is just a beast all around. With the other 1st round pick, number 10, we drafted this defensive end, Latu. He's actually a 76 overall, not bad. 23 years old, he does have hidden dev as well. 78 power moves, 86 finesse moves, that's freaking awesome. 83 speed. 3rd round, I drafted defensive tackle Tyler Davis. He's actually a 70 overall, that's not bad. And then Matt Lee at center is a 69. 4th round, 4th round pick we had, I drafted Jalen Wright at running back. He's a 72 overall, so he'll be our backup. Computer drafted these guys. This is what the starting lineup is looking like. Justin Fields, 78 with star dev. We got Khalil Herbert at running back, 77 with star dev. He's going to be starting for us, but we're going to be having Roshan Johnson coming in for our power back situations. And then Wright is going to be coming in for the 3rd down back. He had the highest overall for that. DJ Moore is at 89 with X Factor. Darnell Mooney's moving to the slot because we drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. Mooney's a 77 with star. Marvin Harrison's an 82 with hidden dev. Definitely going to be starting him in the slot though, technically. I know the 3rd receiver is a slot, but on the depth chart, I'm starting Marvin Harrison Jr. in the slot so he can try to get as many targets as possible. Cole Kmet's at 82 with superstar at tight end. We got Wright at right tackle, 77 with star. Jenkins at right guard, 80 with star. Brought in Connor Williams in free agency at center. He's at 82 with normal dev. Whitehair at left guard is a 75 with normal dev. And then Jones at left tackle is a 78 with star. Defensively, we signed Michael Pierce at defensive tackle. He's an 83 overall with star dev. We're going to go with Dexter at defensive tackle 2. He's a 71 with normal dev. He was a rookie last year, so this is his 2nd season. We drafted Latu in the 1st round, pick number 10, 76 with hidden dev. I'm going to go ahead and start him over Shaq Barrett. I mean, he got drafted in the 1st round, so he should be starting over a dude that's been in the NFL for like 10 years, even though Shaq Barrett's still pretty good. Montez Sweat, 84 with superstar dev as our other pass rush and defensive end. We got Johnson at cornerback 188 with star dev. Defensive rookie of the year Stevenson, 77 overall with star dev, playing for us in the slot. And then we got Gordon at cornerback 2, 79 with normal dev. Jaquan Brisker, 82 with star dev at strong safety. Sam Bourne, outside linebacker, 72 with star dev. Tremaine Evans at middle linebacker, 85 with superstar dev. TJ Edwards at 83 with star dev. And then we've signed CJ Gardner-Johnson at free safety. He's an 85 overall star dev. And we're going to have Eddie Jackson just playing backup for us on both sides over here. Let me go ahead and move Eddie Jackson up. That way we got a 3-headed monster at the safety position. So this defense is getting some pretty good upgrades here, and we switched to the Buffalo Bills defense, so I expect this defense to actually do pretty good in Madden simulation. I'm going to set the season goal to make the playoffs. I think that we could definitely do that pretty easily. We lost the week 1 game against the Vikings 28-7, which is terrible. We did get a weekly award though, and it's our rookie defensive end Latu. He had 8 tackles and 2 sacks in his first game ever. Beast! At the midseason point, we are 3-4, currently tied for last in the division with the Lions. The Packers are 5-2 and the Vikings are 4-2. I was hoping that we're going to be doing a little bit better, but I guess we're not terrible. Let's see what's going on with the stats real quick. Justin Fields barely has 1,000 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception. It's not terrible, I guess. Khalil Herbert not doing so great, 3.4 per carry, and then Justin Fields only getting 3.3 per carry. Roschon Johnson 3.4, and then Jalen Wright, the rookie, 2.7. Not good. Marvin Harrison Jr. has got the most yards receiving, 283, and DJ Moore's got 276. Mooney's got 238. Just not a very pass-happy offense. Defensively, who's leading us in sacks? The rookie Latu has 6. Who got the most interceptions? TJ Edwards with 4. Here at week 15, we're actually 8-5, and we just beat the Colts, and we got a weekly award here. Let's see who it's for. Justin Fields, 15 of 19 for 251 yards with 3 touchdowns passing. He also had 44 yards rushing on 12 carries. Into the regular season, we finished 11-6 along with everyone in the division except for the Lions, who went 9-8, and the Packers won the division. We're going to be playing against the 11-6 Packers in the wild card round of the playoffs. Crazy how much stuff can change in one season in the NFL. Check out the season stats here. We had a 30th ranked offense. That's terrible. Defensively, ranked 6th. So yeah, that Buffalo Bills defense is pretty good in simulation when you got the right personnel. Justin Fields only 2,499 yards passing, 18 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 65% completion with the 100 rating. I mean, that's not a bad season. He has a pretty good rating, pretty good completion percentage, touchdown interception ratio is pretty good. Just had barely any attempts at all. Rushing, Khalil Herbert, 942 yards, only 3.4 per carry, which is bad. 4 touchdowns. Justin Fields did have a lot of rushing attempts, almost 200, 791 yards, 4 yards per carry with 5 touchdowns. Roschon Johnson in our power back had 3.6 per carry with 8 touchdowns, and then Jalen Wright basically did nothing. DJ Moore had 642 yards receiving with 4 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney, 600 with 2 touchdowns. Rookie Marvin Harrison Jr. had 550 yards with 6 touchdowns. Tight end Cole Kmet, 420 yards with 3 touchdowns. We have a pretty sick receiving core. We just don't throw the ball at all. We just run it all the time. Tremaine Evans led the team in tackles with 99. Tackles for loss, Latu had 16. Wow, how many sacks? 15.5 sacks for the Rook. Woo! Gervin Dexter had 14 tackles for loss. Montez Sweat had 12. Man, Latu had a crazy season. He's definitely won Rookie of the Year with that 15.5 sacks. Montez Sweat gave us a solid 9.5. Michael Pierce had 5. Dexter had 2. Interceptions, TJ Edwards had 5. Gardner Johnson, we got him in free agency, had 3. Jalen Johnson had 2. And then we got a lot of guys of 1, including Tremaine Edmonds, Kyler Gordon, Sam Bourne, Tyreek Stevenson, and Eddie Jackson. We saw we're going to be playing against the Packers in the wild card round. We also have the Panthers making the playoffs against the Vikings. We got the Rams against the 49ers. The Cowboys had a first round bye week. On the other side, we have the Chiefs with the first round bye week, the Bills against the Chargers, the Steelers against the Dolphins, and then the Texans against the Bengals. Unfortunately, the Packers did beat us 20-14, knocking us out of the playoffs. See, Justin Fields only had 76 yards passing. What the heck? 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Jordan Love, 270 yards passing, but he threw 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. Rushing, Khalil Herbert had 22 carries for 72 yards, 3.3 per carry with 0 touchdowns. Aaron Jones had 2 rushing touchdowns. Justin Fields had 41 yards rushing. Receiving, Romeo Doubs, Hayden Hurst, Christian Watson, and then finally Marvin Harrison Jr. had the most receiving yards for us with 36 on 2 catches. Defensively, our rookie Latu actually had a sack, and then so did DeMarcus Walker. Cornerback Jalen Johnson is the guy that got the interception for us. The 49ers beat the Dolphins in the Super Bowl 28-14. Nick Bosa won Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott won MVP of the regular season with the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy won Coach of the Year with the Cowboys. Brandon Ayuk won Offensive Player of the Year with the 49ers. TJ Watt won Defensive Player of the Year with the Steelers. Trey Benson won Offensive Rookie of the Year with the Chargers. And then our boy Latu won Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Bears. This is what the final team is looking like. Justin Fields is up to 81 overall with star dev. I think that the Bears playbook and Madden simulation is definitely holding him back. I think that he could do a lot better if he had a better playbook. I just try to keep the actual realistic playbooks for these offseason rebuilds. Let me know if y'all think I should change that and try to make it to where the team can actually win. I don't know what y'all think. Khalil Herbert's down to a 76. He's having some morale dragging him down for some reason. DJ Moore's a 91. He dropped down to superstar dev. He was an X factor. Darnell Mooney, 78 with star dev. Marvin Harrison Jr., 85 overall with superstar dev. Cole Kmet dropped down from superstar to star, but he's still at 84. Right at right tackle was a 79 with star. Jenkins 81 with star. Connor Williams 83 with normal div. Whitehair's down to a 74 with normal, and then Jones is an 80 with superstar. I mean star, not superstar. Dang, look at Latu. He's already up to an 84 overall with superstar div. He definitely deserved that after having 15 and a half sacks as a rookie. Michael Pierce at 81 with star. Dexter's at 73 with normal div. Montez Sweat's at 86 with superstar. Jalen Johnson 89 with star. Stevenson's a 78 with star. Gordon's up to 80 with normal div. Traquan Brisker is a 85 with star. Sanborn's a 74 with star. Edmonds dropped down to star from superstar, but he jumped up to 87. TJ Edwards is an 85 with star, and then Gardner Johnson actually jumped up to superstar. He's an 86 overall. Despite the offense not being so great, I think we're ranked 31st overall. The defense actually carried this team. They're ranked 6th overall. We're able to go 11-6 and make it to the playoffs. So that shows you just how fast that things can get turned around in the NFL, going from one of the worst teams to one of the best, like right away. That's going to be it for the video. If y'all like what y'all saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, say something down in the comments, give me some critiques. What do y'all like, what y'all don't like about what I'm doing in this video. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.